All right, what's going on? It's Bobby Skinner talking football, doing another draft film breakdown brought to you by SeatGeek, and today we're looking at Wisconsin linebacker Leo Chenal. I fell in love with this guy. I'm really in love with him. I think he's worth a late first-round pick out of Wisconsin. 6'3", 250 pounds. Tested really well at the combine with a 4.5 340 vertical jump of 40.5 inches, which is top 5 in the entire combine. And he was a guy who just made plays for Wisconsin. I mean, look at just numbers, raw numbers: 115 tackles in 11 games, 8 sacks, 18.5 tackles for a loss. And he's the prototypical linebacker who can really do anything that's asked of him. He processes and diagnoses plays really quick, uses instincts. There's times where he can put himself out of place because he's trying to make the big play. But the good plays are there enough to where, him being out of place here and there, you can live with. And again, that's something he's going to have to get better at in the NFL. Powerful hands. I mean, we're going to go through some reps versus Tyler Linderbaum. I mean, just powerful hands. He's able to deconstruct blocks from these offensive linemen. So like that with instincts, to me, makes a really good linebacker. You can use him as a pass rusher. We're going to go through some of those reps. And in coverage, people say lacks in coverage. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's not the greatest I've ever seen in coverage, but you know what? He makes plays. He closes throwing windows. There were so many times where I was going through his plays and through the progressions, he was closing, ruining a progression for a quarterback. And we'll go through a couple of those plays towards the end. But first, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's get into it with Leo Chenal. All right, first rep. I'm lined up here, number 5. Just reading, you see this wham, you've seen this pull, reading his keys, and not just fitting up in this gap. This is the gap he's supposed to fit up in, right here, but shooting it, okay? Not just playing right here and allowing these guys to come in and fill right here, which is their job. But you see the speed, and able to come and get around that back's legs. Gets a little banged up on this play. If there's one thing, and we'll see, I think he lacks a little bit of agility, and you'll see that when he's closing in on guys or in the open field as a tackler. But hey, read your keys and go. Go, go, go. Play aggressive, play downhill, and you're helping out. Helping out big time. Here, number 5 again, they're going to run a wide zone play with the fullback. Being aggressive. Maybe not the most disciplined to flow over the top with it. But reading it. Seeing that this guy cross-faced that so that playing this gap is kind of useless. And trusting his speed. Bam. Get underneath this. Get on the inside hip of the fullback. And you're making a tackle for a loss. You don't get the stat on this. But this is a tackle for a loss created by Leo Chenal. And just see it. And then bam. Get downhill. Uses his hands well. Watch the hands. That left hand against the back. Right hand over. Creating a tackle for a loss. Again, you have to be aggressive. It's not about just being fast and having run fits. You got to use your instincts at this position. You don't get those type of numbers by not using your instincts. Here again, they're going to flow outside zone to the right. Being disciplined. Playing it. Playing it. Playing it. Bam. Makes this tackle miss. Uses his hands to keep a guy off of him. Dips around that corner. Bam. You ruin this rep. You ruin this rep for this running back. If you get sealed off by this, he's hitting this alley and at least getting 5 yards. But instead it's a 1-yard gain. Just flow, 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 go. Bam. Nice tackle. And it's like these every down plays that make him like what I think is a great prospect. And then we'll go through some of the other just amazing reps when he's not doing the prototypical linebacker stuff. On this one, and he had a lot of plays like this where he does a good job reading and diagnosing. So he reads his keys. This is, an outside zone, reading his keys. But keeping his eyes, seeing what the play is, seeing that this is going to turn into a cutback, that this is going to be turned into a wham block. He's reading his keys, but then, film study, knowing what's coming. knowing they're hitting this cutback. Be able to keep his hips square, get down the line. And again, he doesn't make the tackle on this play, but he's there, reading this. And that's all by seeing what's happening and processing it quick. So a lot of guys are stuck out here on this play. Those are the things you like. Here, they're going to run a jet sweep. Just seeing it. Reading his keys, not being stuck on the running back, quarterback, just go. Go. Trust your instincts. Trust your football IQ and get there. Again, some guys don't do this. They're not taking off at this point. They're just sitting. They're sitting. And if this player's not here, he gets blocked up, this becomes a big play. So like just in regular run fits, like he does a really good job. Again, there's times where he can be caught out of place. But for the most part, he's using his instincts and he's doing it. He's not just it's like this. There's sometimes where linebackers have these great plays and they're just freestyling, but it's like they're so out of place. That's not what Leo Chenal is. Here, man, there's some awesome reps where he's lined up on the line of scrimmage in the A gap. Here versus Tyler Linderbaum, who you've heard his name before. I mean, this is just a beautiful rep. I did an individual breakdown on this on social, but just strong hands. Shoot him outside, jack Tyler Linderbaum up. He's got the highest pad level. He's the shortest offensive lineman. He's got the highest pad level of all these guys because Leo Chenal jacks him up. Uses that right hand to pull, left hand over, reloads his hands, engaged with the fullback, and he's there. This ends up being fumbled, but just a beautiful rep for Leo Chenal. This next sequence, I love. This is a 3rd and 2, and this next play is going to be a 4th and 1, lined up in the A gap. Standing Tyler Linderbaum up. Getting into his shoulder pads. Totally standing him up. And allowing other guys to make the play. Allowing Linderbaum to get no movement on you. And then this next one, he does make the play. Again, lined up in the A-gap versus Linderbaum. Makes the play. Linderbaum doesn't want to get jacked up again, so he fires off low. Okay, if you fire off low, I'm going to use that left hand and the right hand to swim over you. And I'm going to be there. And I'm going to make a stop. And I'm going to get a turnover on downs. I'm going to stop a drive killer right there. 2 plays by Leo Chenal to end a drive on 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 and then 4th and 1. Here, again, this wasn't not going to be up against Linderbaum, but being quick, shoot that gap, tackle for a loss. You see that get off, tackle for a loss. So like you can use him in this A gap as a run in the run, and you'll see in some blitz situations. Here you're gonna see on the goal line, just timing stuff up, jumping over the line. Like these are just instinctual linebacker plays. Ends up getting in here, but like he does his job on this play. Here, timing this up against a QB sneak. Like just good plays. Like everything he's asked to do, he does well. Here we're gonna go through some of his pass rushing. Before we get into the pass rushing, this breakdown was brought to you by SeatGeek. SeatGeek, it's the best ticketing app you can find. I use it all the time for any basketball games, football games, any type of, you could go to concerts, sporting events, everything you're looking for, SeatGeek has it, and they have these great deal scores, rated 10 through 1. So you don't just have to look in the cheap seats to get the best deal. You find deals all over. You just click on a section and they'll show you where the best deals are in that section. So I use it a lot. Use promo code GIANTS for your first order and get $20 off, which is big. That helps out a lot. You flex on your honey. Like, look, well, I'm buying your ticket too. So go to SeatGeek, download the SeatGeek app and use promo code GIANTS for $20 off. A lot of giants on the Iowa offensive line throughout the year. SeatGeek really is the best. And I use it all the time. Their deal score stuff is awesome. Their map on the app. So SeatGeek, promo code GIANTS. All right, let's go through some of his blitzing, pass rush. Lined up right here. This is versus Tyler Linderbaum. Generational center, some say. Timing up well. Not only speed, not only agility, using these hands. A lot of linebackers don't know how to pass rush. He does. Use that right hand to attack the back, left hand swimming over, QB hit. Nice QB hit against Tyler Linderbaum. Lined up here on this one. Great disguise, great timing on it. I mean, again, this doesn't seem like much. Like this play looks like, oh, he just ran straight into the quarterback. Nope. He timed this up beautifully, fooling offensive linemen. I'm a Giants fan. This kind of stuff in a Wink Martindale defense gets me excited. Like showing this side, back. Okay, now the guard's coming over. Bam, time it up. Get a half sack on the play. Just times it up beautifully. Here, you're going to be on the backside of play action. Just good closing speed. Reading it. QB hit. You'd argue it's intentional grounding, but I doubt they called it. I thought maybe this was a screen for a second, but it's not. Next rep here versus Northwestern. Just blowing up a running back. Get low. Burst. Get lateral. Uses, again, using the hands. Now track him down. Track him down. Ruin him. Sack. Drive ender. Again. Sinking these hips low. Getting lateral. Using hands. These are going to lead to sacks in the NFL. These are going to lead to sacks in the NFL. Here he's lined up on the edge. It's going to loop around. Part of it is just being relentless too. Just speed to get lateral quick. Bring in the pop. Reloading. QB hit. Dead play. If Leo Chenal doesn't get here, and he gets held up by these guys, there's guys getting open. There's guys that are going to get open on this play. But because Leo Chenal, we're going to go just through a couple coverage reps, just basically where he's at here versus stick concept. Read undercut. That's going to lead to interceptions. He's got this linebacker playing the flat. I wish this linebacker wasn't playing the flat. I really wish he wasn't. I wish he would have rushed the passer because this would have been an interception for Leo Chenal. I mean, just undercuts it again. The ball doesn't go that way, but he's there for an interception. And then, okay, well, that's quick short game stuff. Well, here he is right here using robot technique where, watch. I'm sorry, that's not robot technique. I'm tripping. That could have played out. Anyways. Get back, get to your zones, see what they're running. They're running 4 verts. Flip those hips and run. Ruins the progression. This is where he wants to go. Ruins this progression. And it leads to a strip sack. See it from the other end. Again, this is where he wants to go. And Leo Chenal screws it. If Leo Chenal's not there, if Leo Chenal's just playing his spot right here, this quarterback is ripping it right here. Might be a bang-bang play, might not even be complete. But instead it's a turnover. Strip sack for a turnover. So I love this guy, man. And I could go... There's a lot of reps I had to cut out of this guy because there's just so much there to like. I think the 2 big inside linebackers, Nakobe Dean and Devin Lloyd, are real deal. And, I still got guys to watch. But right now, he would be the 3rd off the board for me. And definitely worth a late first-round pick. I mean, if Jamin Davis can get a first-round pick out of Kentucky, this guy can be a first-round pick. So again, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out the other draft breakdowns. Check out the versus ones. Those are pretty cool. And then we'll see you on the next one. Bam.